Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing fantastically well. Please subscribe if you haven't done so yet and give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget the notification bell. You will be reminded of when I upload videos every, blue moon, etc. Anyways, today I want to bring you a very honest review about Rosso Pompei by Tiziana Terenzi, which is a very interesting house for me. It's a niche house, and I have another video that I made last year about Kirké. I will leave it linked down below, and I have seen the videos about Tiziana Terenzi's fragrance to be quite positive in the way that they review them, and I want to be as honest as I can without offending anyone. If I can't do that, I think I have failed as an empathic human being that I aspire to be. So don't get this wrong. If you have this fragrance, good for you. If it works for you, great. I am going to give you my candid opinion. So I have a sample of it. I have, well, it says Extrait de Parfum, made in Italy, and it's from the Luna collection. The name is Rosso Pompei, which I find beautiful. One thing I have to say about Tiziana Terenzi's marketing and packaging is that it's very well thought of. Rosso Pompei is a type of red, Pompeian red, which was found around the Vesuvius, like all the Pompeii area, and it is the result of a chemical reaction of the Pompeian red, which was ochre, that with the eruption of the volcano, it became red. But this is, there are some discrepancies about that as well. But this red is very rich. It has inspired a lot of artists such as Raffaello, and it's beautiful. It soothes luxury from a very long time, and I think it's very beautiful the fact that they have named this fragrance as Rosso Pompei, because it's very passionate, very pungent, and very fiery for sure. It's very fiery. Okay, so without further ado, I'm just going to spray it because this is not an art lesson, and I'm going to tell you my honest opinion. I've worn this before, of course. So the exit of this is citrusy as it can get. It's just wild. The exit of it is grapefruit, and the grapefruit is so strong that you lose 5 kilos just by smelling it. It's diuretic or whatever. It lasts for long enough and longer than one would expect with citrus, which in my opinion can be slightly dangerous. So citrusy fragrances can smell very refreshing for summer, very cooling, but if you're not careful, or if your body or your pH doesn't really take them in, you can end up smelling like Mr. Proper or some cleaning products. I said I was not going to be offending, but this is my opinion. I think citrusy fragrances can smell slightly like cleaning products, so one has to be very careful. I do not recommend buying this blindly, not at all. The packaging is cute, the reviews are nice. Don't blind buy it. Spare yourself 300 euros and go to the shop or at a boutique, wherever they sell this, and give it a sniff. Go back to your home, see how it develops, and then purchase it if you do like it. But let's get onto that later on when I have finished all the review. So the next layer of notes that we get is kind of white florally, and I say kind of because yes, there are some white floral notes like jasmine, and you get magnolias and peonies, and maybe not peonies because you can't smell peonies really. If you don't know about that, read a bit about it. But in this case, what we get also paired with those white florals is ambergris, and for me that is a note that has to be done very carefully, because if you know where it comes from, your mind will be blown. It comes from Wales, not the country, but the animal, and it's part of the reproductive and excreting system, and is found in the sea. So again, read about it. I don't want to be very scatological here, but all in all, it's a very strong and animalic scent that has a little bit of salt to it, and in this case it's a bit prominent in my liking. When it develops, it gets too much of that, at least for my nose. I think there are other ones like, I think there is one by Dior, Gris Dior. I think it has ambergris, and I think it's very subtle. And it works perfectly because it's more masculine. This one, you don't really know what you are, you know, this is unisex, but I would say more masculine. And I don't think it suits it very well, the ambergris here. Anyway, that's just my opinion. After those notes, and let's say in a transition of 4 hours, excuse me, you get very wooden and Mediterranean materials. And I say Mediterranean because it's very citrusy, and you get, what else you get? You get like wooden notes. You get very refreshing wooden notes, almost greenish. And I think that suits it because of the, you know, start of citrus notes, and then you get the wooden notes, and it's perfect in together. It's what you find in nature, lemongrass, or you know, something like that. But I don't think the middle of it does it justice. So my conclusion, let's wrap this. I think this is a great fragrance for someone that wants something different, because it certainly smells a little bit different to what you're used to. The durability is immense. The sillage is quite good for a citrusy fragrance. It can be classed as that. But when you compare it to other ones that are available in the market, I do not know if it's worth the amount that you pay for this. It's around the $300 mark. And you get Tiger from Bulgari, which smells pretty similar to this. The dry down of this, I have smelt it before. I have smelt it in Dior Homme, I think. I'm not too sure about that. I will leave it in the comments down below if there is some changes to my opinion, but I think that is the one. So all in all, if you are thinking of purchasing this because you have seen some reviews and you have, you know, not really tested it on your skin, my recommendation, as I said before, is to go to the shop and smell it for yourself and let it develop, because it can be quite different to in between different people. Age-wise and type of person-wise, I would say this is for men, although it's unisex. I could see myself wearing this, but it kind of gives me a bit of headache, so I don't know, and because of the citrusy notes. And I can also see it on an age of, let's say, 35 to 65 plus or whatever, male. So I don't know, take those into consideration before purchasing this. I hope you liked this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and I will see you in my next review.